Hi. Alright, well, I decided that I should talk a little bit about I've had a lot of people say, well, how old are you? Weird conversation. And, so, I grew up in the 80s. I'm not one of the... By the way, how did that 90s kids thing start? Weird. I don't know why that needs to be a thing. I don't see... I'm a 70s kid. I'm an 80s kid. Anyway. Yeah, I'm so jealous that I'm not a 90s kid. But anyway. It just suddenly came up. It was like, I'm a 90s kid. Okay. What do you want? But anyway, it was like the most confusing thing ever because people were suddenly saying it. Anyway, I was born in, I'm gonna be 35 this year. And, no, I'm so old. I was born the same year Tron was released, E.T. was released. Apparently Thriller, they keep going back and forth. Apparently Thriller was released either in 82 or 83. Either way, 1982 was a great year because... But, I don't know why people are so down on the 80s. Because you wouldn't have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and you wouldn't have My Little Ponies if it weren't for the 80s. Do you not understand that? Apparently not. But, yeah, so let's talk about the 80s. You wouldn't have video games either. You wouldn't have Mario, you wouldn't have Legend of Zelda, you wouldn't have... Oh, the hours spent playing Legend of Zelda. I had a cousin, I may have said this before. Yeah, I had a cousin who... See, because my parents, we had those huge box-like... Oh, those were the days. Those huge box-like computers. And that he had to wait for them to shut down. You had to go through this process of shutting them down. So you had to do the shutdown process and wait. And yeah, so we had one of those, and my mom and dad decided that because we had that, we had games on that. So we didn't need the Nintendo system. My cousins, on the other hand, had all those devices. So we would go to their house and play. And if their Game Boy was ever missing, it was usually us. Myself and my little brother. Usually me. But anyway, my cousin always was Mario whenever we played the Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, she was always Mario, and she always told me, it's an honor to be Luigi. And I can remember, because her brother, her older brother, always avoided us, you know, because he was older. I'm an older sister, so I get that. And I can remember, he came in one time and he's like, why are you Luigi? And I said, I was told it was an honor to be, and he just cracked up laughing. Well, another 80s thing was New Kids on the Block. New Kids on the Block was big. That same cousin had a sickening obsession. It was weird. Her room was a shrine. I mean, anything they manufactured with New Kids on the Block, she had. She had the bed sheets, the curtains, everything. She had the clothing, she had the pins, she had, you name it, she had it. And I can remember there was Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah, there were cartoons for New Kids on the Block. She watched it, she never missed it. And she was obsessed. She may have gone to their concerts, because where I'm at, concerts don't come here. Because Longview is situated between Portland and Olympia, Washington, like, or more like Seattle. So we're situated like in the middle. So she may have gone to a concert or two, I don't know. But it was weird. To the point that I didn't like going to her house because I would have to be in that room. She was a year older than me. And it got to the point, because her brother is a year older than me, and no, 3 years older than me, excuse me. And so it got to the point where when Green Day released Dookie, he let me hang out in his room and we listened to the cassette tape. Because New Kids on the Block were still big in '94. And so, yeah, he's like, yeah, get in here, get out of it. No, you're not going to go in there. But, so, yeah, when my mom, 10 years later in 2004 was freaking out because of American Idiot, when I bought the album, I couldn't believe she was freaking out. I was like, yeah, I've been listening to him for a while now. Anyway, I did have an obsession with My Little Pony. I think that was the only girly thing I was obsessed with. In fact, it was. We still have My Little Ponies packed away. I have a few things. I have some things up there, but for the most part, they're all packed away together. We were going through some things over the summer, what to get rid of, because we're trying to get rid of all our broken stuff. It's like, why do we have this packed away? And we found a lot of broken stuff. And, yeah, sorry for the... People like to rev up their engines on our road. But... and we found a bunch of My Little Pony stuff that we thought was gone. I remember... the pony that's popular now, I think its name is Fluttershy. Well, there was a pony, oh gosh, let me look it up. I think its name was Stardust or something like that. It was white. No, let me look. 1980s. I had the castle, the little, the My Little Pony now, is there a little dragon? His name was Spike in the 1980s cartoon. I used to watch the cartoons. And, they did this thing where they had boy My Little Ponies. They tried to make it, but they didn't do a very good job because it was obviously the girls, but they just put like yeah, they had stallions. I had one of the stallions. They did a horrible job with that. Oh, let's see, where is it? I'm not finding it. But anyway, the 1980s one that was so popular, she had rainbow hair, she was white, and she had a huge starburst. But the name was very unique, and I'm not remembering it. The ones that were... Applejack is one now that I know of that was from back then. Yeah. I remember the movie. It was like the movie that you had to see, and they aired that on Saturday, I think. It was like a Saturday morning special. That was creepy. I remember watching that, and there's like one of the parts. There's like this huge fire, and I think that's a meme now. It was pretty scary.